Hey there. So I want to share something beautiful and hopeful, because I don't have that many opportunities to present this sort of like insight, because I'm always talking about politics of the day, and our politics are, well, I don't know, you hear me say it every day, we live in hell. It's if you live in the working class in the United States in 2022, you live in hell. There's really no question about it. But what I see beyond the hellscape that is the current day is something beautiful and hopeful that I see largely with millennials and Generation Z. And what is that? What's there to be hopeful about? It's anecdotal, but there's also polls that can back these up. I'm sure a quick Google can find, what you need. But from what I see, from my vantage point, is people who are very compassionate, who are very concerned about the working class, about the less fortunate. They're more concerned with fairness. They're more concerned with equality. They're more concerned with the greater good. And don't get me wrong, people in Gen X, and there are even boomers, and people across all spectrums. There's good people everywhere. Trust me. I'm not trying to, offend anybody at all. There's good people literally everywhere in every generation. But what I see with these younger people, these younger minds, these younger perspectives, what I see is something being bought into conservatism and liberalism. And once again, you see a more concerned person with equality, with justice, social justice, racial justice, economic justice across the board, the greater good. And a lot of conservatives and liberals have forgotten about these things. And it's just so infused into these millennials and Zoomers. And it really gives me hope, because I don't see them largely buying into conservatism and liberalism and unfettered capitalism and everything that those things have given to us, which is more division, more inequality, more hatred and despisement of one another. We're in constant competition with each other. We can't stand each other. And I get to see these people, before that indoctrination point, and they're just rejecting it. And I'm so glad about that. I'm so happy to see that. That makes me rejoice that these upcoming generations are rejecting, for the most part, conservatism, economic, right-wing, democratic ethos, like austerity. They want progressivism. They even want socialism and hardline communism. What we're doing is pushing these people left, because we can't even get a compromise. So if we're not even going to give them a centrist progressive compromise, which is like the Bernie Sanders approach, they're just going to go even more to the left. You're going to drive them to socialism and communism, because you won't even throw them a scrap of true centrism, of true progressivism. So they're on their way to the left, and that makes me happy. They're not buying in. And I hope it's more than just my purview of what I see anecdotally, what I have experienced, talking with Zoomers and Gen Xers, younger Gen Xers and millennials. But I see people moving left in droves. It's very hard for me to come across, anyone who's below 40 who's a right-winger. Like, they exist, obviously. But I'm saying there is a huge shift pushing to the left. And it's beautiful to not see them buy in. Are you seeing the same thing? Give me some confirmation. Give me a comment down below, because, man, I want it to be more than my own experience, because I know my own experience is very limited. Our own anecdotal experiences in life are very limited. We all have these small, very narrow windows into reality and what, So it's like, maybe it's just what I'm seeing. But I would love to hear it from other people. Maybe you have the opposite tale. Maybe you see people going headlong into fascism, authoritarianism, Trumpism, so let me know your perspective, what you see where you are. So, but I hope this video gave you some hope, because I wish I could bring more hope. But I know I'm just talking about politics of the day, and it's just like, oh my God, how dreadful. But not today.